Welcome back, football friends. The next installment of SVM's Conference Blitz will be putting the Three Rivers matchups under the microscope. I'm Christopher Heimerman alongside sports reporter Ty Reynolds, as well as sports assistant Patrick Petrosky. We're going to lead off with Ty Reynolds and the BV Morrison matchup.
We're going to start off the Three Rivers North matchups this week with Bureau Valley at Morrison. Both teams come in on the heels of losing streaks. Bureau Valley has lost 4 in a row since the Week 1 win. Morrison has lost their last 2. Bureau Valley has allowed at least 29 points in each of their 4 losses. Morrison has given up at least 27 in their last 2 losses. The key here is going to be Bureau Valley's offense versus Morrison's defense. Bureau Valley's Parker Newhelfen at quarterback has run for almost 400 yards. He's passed for more than 700. He has 12 combined touchdowns. Morrison really played Newman tough in the first half a couple of weeks ago before falling in the second half, and they haven't really been able to put it together since. The key is whether or not Joey Brackemeyer will play quarterback. He returned from a concussion-like injury against Newman, but left against Newman later in that game with a lower leg injury. Mason Sitzmore was their best running back. He has moved to quarterback. He played quarterback last week. If Brackemeyer is not able to go again this week and Sitzmore has to play quarterback, I don't really see Morrison being able to move the ball very much, although Bureau Valley's defense has shown some weaknesses in the back end. I think all in all being said, 2 pretty even teams. I think the war of attrition will hurt Morrison as their lack of numbers will hurt them in the end. I picked Bureau Valley to win 32-16.
Up next in the Three Rivers, we have Erie Prophetstown at the Amboy Clippers. Amboy's in a 2-game winning streak after defeating Morrison last week 27-18. Jason Bonds ran for 2 touchdowns for them. On the other side, Nick Williams continues to tear it up. He's putting up Madden-like numbers this year as he eclipsed 1,000 yards and leads the area with 17 touchdowns as the Panthers continue to roll. They beat Bureau Valley 42-29 last week. Panthers get this one 45-30.
Next, we've got 1-4 Fulton on the road against 0-5 Princeton. With Ethan Jones, the quarterback in Fulton, getting closer and closer to 100%. This is going to be one of those matchups that's going to give a breather for Austin Regenweather. The more healthy Jones gets, other teams can't key on guys like Austin, as well as some of the other weapons that Fulton's got in this stable. Meanwhile, you look at Princeton. Princeton hasn't, they're averaging just less than 1 score per game. Meanwhile, you got a Fulton defense that held Morrison to 1 score earlier this season. I'm going to go ahead and give the Tigers the benefit of the doubt, throw them a score, but I do like Fulton in this matchup 35-7.
And we'll close out the Three Rivers this week with Riverdale at Newman. The Rams are 0-5. They have been outscored 209-52, which means they are giving up an average of 42 points per game and scoring just over 10. Newman, on the other hand, has been on fire since their Week 1 loss to Rock Ridge. They have been scoring 38.4 points per game in the 4 games since then and allowed 27 total points in those 4 games. They have 3 running backs over 220 yards. A 4th running back has 184. This should be short and sweet for Newman. I like a running clock in the second half. I think Newman 59, Riverdale 0.